So this week we're up in the city for a city update. I was hoping this would be a bigger city update than I think it's going to be. We came up into the city on Sunday on our live stream, and it turns out working out where you want to put modulars is a little harder than I thought it would be. And in fact, our lovely modular street down here, we have destroyed somewhat. We've now got a gap in here. We were trying to work out where to place Brick Cross, the Bricklink designer set, and we wanted to put it in here. Well, we thought we wanted to put it in here because we've got a train track that goes along the back, and so that made sense to have that with Brick Cross in front of it. And I'm still kind of keen on that plan, but actually Brick Cross has ended up over in our second modular area over there, and we have made some progress on that, so I'll go and give you a closer view of how that looks. But I think we're going to need to put this back a little. We've got Market Street sort of hiding over here, part of, I think, is that Birch Books there, and I think we've taken a bit of Market Street out. We want to try and place this haunted house in as well, but haunted houses need to kind of be somewhere off from the main area, I feel, but not sure. But there's a definite plan to put Tudor Corner in here, because I feel like this is a really nice view here of this corner, nice and open. I don't know if it will continue to be open if we place something here. See blob. But I think that gives the right view of Tudor Corner. So Tudor Corner is currently just sat over here. It's going to move over to there. Because we've joined our base plates from we've joined the path of the modulars onto our road base plates, moving stuff is actually a lot more complicated than I realised, so that's why we didn't really do as much. But let me take you over to the second modular area so we can have a quick look at that. So this is the view from the standing hole. We've got the town hall, followed by the jazz club, Assembly Square, and then the boutique hotel. And I really like how that row of modulars looks. On the other side is where we've got Brick Cross at the moment. So the good thing about Brick Cross is both sides look quite nice. So this is the front of Brick Cross, which is clearly the more ornate looking. But then the back of Brick Cross, I mean, not easy to get you an angle, but it's quite an attractive looking platform. So the back view isn't terrible. So having this bit as a view from the standing hole is nice. Tudor Corner won't be there, going there. We're going to need to put a few more modulars in. And we've definitely decided that sort of this section here of Brick Cross, where you've got, let's see if I can get right in so you can see it properly. You've got like a little bit down the side. Will need extending a little to give that a bit more space and make it so that it's less out of sight. So we just need to work out what modulars are going next. We've got the downtown diner to get in. We have got the ones I showed you earlier. I'm wondering whether we're going to put the haunted house in here somewhere. I don't know. But Ian and I think have decided that instead of having a road here, this is going to be a pedestrianised area where we can put like markets down there or things like that. Just because the road base plates will add quite a lot of space. I don't know. I don't think we're planning on actually pushing it together, but it will take up real estate for just cars. And I think we want some scenes in here somewhere. So getting that all pedestrianised, I think, is the better choice. The Daily Bugle has sort of moved back behind here. We're in two minds on whether to keep that or not, because having a random skyscraper just behind, not necessarily the best thing. But then we've got a lot of dead space here if we don't have anything in there. Like that's at least a base plate wide. So it's a tricky choice. City planning is hard, and every time you move stuff you realise that things are broken somewhere. So all of the numbers up in the town hall, the clips have gone for. So we're going to have to get some more clips to repair that, because that's quite a nice detail that I kind of feel like I'm missing. We kind of need to work out what we're going to do with this view as well, because it's a lot of backs of things. I really love having a Lego city. I am not so keen on the planning part and the does this actually work part. But I think maybe the brick bank is going to move down to this street because we like the brick bank view better, and maybe corner garage, or the garage corner as Ian was calling it, will go where Z-Blob is. I don't feel like I want to take modulars out, even though like some of them are not my favourite. I want them all in here. I love my modulars, so they'll all be in. So that's the city update, but I have also been doing some work on the backlog because obviously that is our focus this month, and I have cleared ish under this table. So this had all sets and stuff, like secondhand sets in boxes. I've deboxed a lot of things, and I have used this Alex drawer to start storing those. So I now know what is in here. I've recorded it all in Brickset, which I'll show you in a second how I'm doing that, because I changed from using brick lists to using the additional content manager, I think it's called. So yeah, I've now labelled everything. I'll show you how to do that in a second. But these are all full of those secondhand sets. No decisions on whether I'm going to build or keep them, but at least they're documented and they are off the floor. I need to do the same for poor old City of Lanterns there. Some of the bits have fallen off that. But I'm happy that we've got a bit more space here, and I'd quite like to make this the corner where we store sets and get some of this cleared a little. There's a lot going on under here, and I just want order. Order would be good. So previously I was adding sets to brick lists. It's on the page here. You click add to the brick list. You can make any brick list you like. I kind of feel these are meant to be used for like public lists that you can share. These are my favourite sets, and then send it to your friends, or best modulars and order them or something. I'm not sure, but I'd made one for every single cupboard, and I was just sort of clicking on them and adding them to a brick list. Now, if you then go to that brick list, which is, I think if you go to Brickset, you can access your brick lists from your My menu. Click Brickset, click on the thing. You can't take them off of this brick list from here easily. You can sort of click add set to a brick list and undo it from there. But it's not the most intuitive, and I don't feel like it's quite right. And I don't know if you can then query on these, whereas if I use what's called the Advanced Collection Manager, I think it is, once I've put that I own a set, I can click on this and I can update these flags. I don't have to have all of these flags on it, like these fields. I can set which ones I want, but I've been putting a location in, and then I can actually do queries. So once I've added those, I can download all of my data from Bricklink with that location in, so I can query it in Excel or anything like that. And I feel like this is going to give me a decent view of what I've got and where. So once you've got it opened up in Excel, you can obviously sort the data by where it is. And then I can easily see what's in my drawers, what's in my cupboards, what's in the city. And I just feel that this is going to give me a much better handle on where my stuff is. Whereas I don't think there's any way to get the brick list details out and allow me to sort of query that. Do let me know if you think that's wrong, but this is the way I'm going using the ACM. To turn on the ACM, you have to go to Advanced Collection Manager under My Sets, and I think you enable it here. I've obviously already enabled it, and you can set which fields you actually want to use, so you don't have to have all of these at all. So I mentioned last week about having a second polybag box. So once I've found a box, this is what's going to end up in it, because there's a lot of stuff, not just polybags, foil packs as well. I don't know, do these even have like numbers on them so you can catalogue them? I don't know, I feel maybe I should just build some of these things or add them to the parts collections. But I'm going to go through this bag this week. I think that's achievable, and get those into a box and then into this cupboard, so that that's another space on the floor that is no longer required for random stuff. I definitely feel like we're getting somewhere. It's just a lot of work. So it's not been as productive a week as I was hoping. Like on Sunday night, we said we were going to go up into the city and do more work on the modulars on Monday. But Ian has had a minor procedure on his neck, leaving him with a small hole in it right now, which is taking up quite a lot of time and energy, like pain and things for him. So he's been off work a little bit this week, but obviously resting. But we did manage to go through all of these minifigures together, get them into a complete state. So we've got, I think, 3.5 little 16 by 16s of ones that are ready to sell, and then some that we need to find bits for before we can sell those. So that was productive. That was the bag that was in the bottom of backlog cupboard 2. So I've been busy. I just haven't been busy in what I was hoping to be busy in, but that's fine. I have also found a box to use for my poly bags, she says as she moves the poly bag, but it is full of some sets. Now, I don't know if you recall my Winter Village video where I was winterfying some of these sets, and it turns out I had 2 lots of these. So it's the sort of mini modular type buildings. Here's one. So I've already winterfied this set. This is the second copy of the set that I have. I am not sure what to do with this. Like, do you think I should sell this as this set, or just pass it out into the collection? I obviously don't need 2 copies of this set, so I need to do something with it, but should I sell it on? I don't know. So I've got that, and the other half, there's 2 parts to that. And then I've got a little mountain, little cabin. Again, no idea where to put that, whether that's something we even need or whether to part that out. But I'm going to take all of this out of this box and use it for poly bags. So it's got to go somewhere. There's another mountain, not the actual mountain. So many choices, so many decisions. What do you reckon for this one? Sell on or pass out? Let me know in the comments. That would be super helpful. And I'm going to get these poly bags catalogued and into this box and back up into the city. So now I have a polybag 2 box up here, and slightly ashamed of having this many polybags. I now also have a polybag 3, but if I go and look for a polybag on Brickset, I will find which of these boxes it's in and be able to get it. So it feels a lot more organised, and I'm happy. So I'm going to leave you once more with this lovely view that is essentially the progress in the city this week. Progress, however little, is still progress. I'm counting it as a success, and we're moving ever towards getting our backlog under control as well. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this little street. Are you happy with the placement? I'm happy, but I'd like to hear your point of view. If you've got any other ideas, obviously leave them in the comments as well. If you want to see more city updates, I'll link up our city up playlist at the end. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss an update. See you later.